Excited because after 2 failed attempts, we've got him on the line. The man who's kept us waiting there.
Celebration, everybody.
It really is.
Kevin Downs. Kevin, where do we find you this morning?
I am in Nashville, Tennessee, in the United States of America.
Oh, well, thank you for making the time. And we finally got everything aligned to get you on here. Now, the reason we're talking to you is you're one of the geniuses behind the best Christmas pageant ever that is doing massive numbers for a Christian Christmas film, both in the US and here in Australia as well.
Which is great to hear. For the U.S., I have been privy to so much of the fan response, and we're loving what we're seeing. Love that people are getting excited for the holidays, albeit early because we haven't had U.S. Thanksgiving yet. But it's never too early to celebrate Christmas. That's my opinion. And so why not?
I agree, Kevin. You could be best friends with us. DJ's a bit bar humbug.
I'm a bit of a bar humbug.
He's like a December 1st person. Don't talk to me about Christmas.
I got Scrooge McDuck over there. All right.
The Aussie version. I am all for Christmas. How early is your Christmas tree up then, Kevin?
No, the Christmas tree does go up the day after our Thanksgiving. So November 29th. Yes. Literally, my lovely bride, Catherine, has said, you're not doing anything that day, but going to get our Christmas tree, and it's going up that day. So, yes, it is planned out 100%.
I love it.
Now, a question off the, really off the radar here. Kevin, have you ever spent any time in Australia?
You know what's funny is I've never been.
Oh, well,
come on over.
It is. No, it's terrible. It's literally terrible that I've never been because it's the last continent on the face of the earth that I have not been to. And I know your next question is, you've been to Antarctica? And the answer is yes. I have been to Antarctica, but I have not been to Australia or even New Zealand. I can't even say I've been to New Zealand and that counts. I can't even do that. It's just terrible.
All right, I'm putting the Christmas movie over here, Kevin. What were you doing in Antarctica? We need to know.
Exactly. No, here it is. It's a great story. So basically, while we were filming the best Christmas pageant ever, which we filmed last December and this January, we had a break for Christmas, of course, and let all the kids go home and the crew go home for their Christmas break. But not me. I decided to take my break in Antarctica and took my kids and my family. And we're like, Winnipeg, Canada, which is where we were filming, is not cold enough. It was only -40 when we were filming. So I think I'm going to go to Antarctica and figure that out. And so actually we went. It was an absolutely lovely trip. Loved Antarctica, but it was actually a lot warmer than I thought because I forgot that it was summer down there. So I got away from the cold of Winnipeg, Canada, and went to Antarctica.
Wow.
It was just really brilliant.
So straight away, I'm thinking you're filming a Christmas story.
That's right.
You want to go to the North Pole, but you've decided to go to the South Pole instead and come to Antarctica. You were so close. Well, listen, this is an open invitation, Kevin.
Please.
You are always welcome to come down, pop in and visit us. We'd love to have you.
I am dying to come down. So I always say this is the year. Of course, this is not the year because I'm not going in the next 5 weeks.
No, we're done.
But 2025.
Let's do it.
This is year that I get to Australia and finally visit my native land. So there you go.
Let's go. Let's go.
I made it up. It's not really my native.
We'll have you. We will totally. Can you say "G'day, mate," and then we'll be right. You can.
Hey, g'day, mate.
Oh, there you go.
Actually, I shouldn't have said "Cup of Joe" because that means you guys got kangaroos all over the place. So that didn't.
So we're already. It's already working.
Honorary
it's already working,
Australian,
Kevin.
right there.
Listen, the question that I have for you around making this amazing film, we've loved it over here, the best Christmas pageant ever. We actually did a staff meeting here at Vision, and all the staff got to sit and watch it. And I tell you, there was tears. People walking away saying that's one of the best Christmas movies I've ever seen.
Very high ratings.
Oh, they rated it incredibly. Like there was 9.5
all nines out of 10.
Yeah, it was amazing. They loved it. You've been working on this film for so long behind the scenes, and you've been working in the movies for years and years. Do you get a little bit jaded? Do you ever get a little bit like, all right, I'm Christmased out here. I don't need to. I've been working in this film, been pretending it's Christmas for months and years, and working on that. Do you get how do you keep that energy and that love of Christmas alive when you're working on it professionally?
That's a good question. It's so every film that I've done over 30 movies in my life, produced wise. If you count the ones I've acted in, it's a lot more. But every movie I produce is like a child, and so you go into it going, okay, we're going to have another child, and it's going to be an awesome journey, and it's going to be a marathon and not a sprint to help parent this child so it grows up to be a very good child. And the best Christmas pageant ever was no different. It was like a child that had a bunch of children that were a part of it, and we had to nurture it, and we had to burp it, and we had to do all those things that you do with children until finally it's a pretty little child, and you're wanting to let the world see how pretty and beautiful your child is. And so, but until that moment, it's an ugly child, and nobody wants to see it. And and now here we are. Yeah. And it's a beautiful film. And so they literally, the movies become like children to you, and so it's hard to compare them. It's hard to I've trained myself to get to the place where I can grab a bucket of popcorn and the movie's done and sit back and enjoy it as an audience member, even though I've seen it 1,000 times, either pulled apart and disassembled or, assembled together. And I do love that because the movie, The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, still makes me cry at the right places. It still makes me giggle and laugh at the right places, even though I've seen it so many times. And that's a testament to the storytelling, to our director, Dallas Jenkins, to our wonderful cast. And the fact that people are going back multiple times means that the movie is working, right? And so, which I love to see. That's the whole point. We want to make movies that people want to see more than once and feel like they're a part of their lives just as much as the movie's a part of my life.
I love that. I love that. I love when I'm reading a quote from you. So hopefully it was from you, Kevin. You can tell us if it wasn't. And it says, our goal when we embark on a new film, or a new baby in this case, is really to be able to showcase the power of the gospel. And that to me is incredible. What an incredible vehicle to have at your fingertips to be able to share God with the world. How's that process at work for you?
Oh no, it's amazing. I mean, look, I started doing this. I was fortunate. Started as an actor, realized that's a really rough job to make a living and support a family. And so first movie I produced, I was in my 20s. And 30 years later, I'm still doing it, and God has blessed me to be able to still do this. And the mission is clear. It was clear when I was 24 years old to make films that showcase the power of the gospel so that people can have a transformative experience when they're watching the movie, as well as be entertained by the movie itself. And so the best Christmas pageant ever is that. It's the nativity story. And so some people are seeing the nativity story for the first time, or maybe they're seeing it in a way they've never saw it before, and which I love. And that sparks all sorts of conversations. As you guys know, it makes you feel good. It makes you realize, oh, this is why we celebrate Christmas. I started to forget. Oh, my goodness, what am I doing? And so I love that. I mean, to see people going, I can't wait to bring my family back, and we can just celebrate Christmas together and get the season off on the right foot.
I love that. I watched it with my 12-year-old Kevin, and at the end, she's my little evangelist, and she said, why didn't they ask the little girl to accept Jesus into her heart? And she wanted you to go the whole distance. Is there a consideration of, if you ever want Millie to be on a movie, she'll do that for you. But
there you go, all the way. Yeah, all the way. But what's fun is when you see it the second or third time, you'll see how Jesus is transforming the life of Imogene Herdman in front of your very eyes. And so a lot of it is through her hearing the gospel, because she hears the gospel for the first time, I guess really when they're in the library and checking out the Bible. And then also in the rehearsals, right? She's hearing it. And then when they get into the dress rehearsals, and then of course, the magic of it all at the end. And you see the transformative power of the gospel through the eyes of Imogene Herdman. I think that's what's connecting so well with people, is they're getting to witness the gospel, the power of the gospel firsthand, through the eyes of this little child who has been one way her whole life of 12 years or so, and then all of a sudden the gospel is transforming her in a moment. Yeah. And so I love that about it. I mean, to me, that's why people keep coming back. Obviously the giggles are there, but the heart is so surprising, it takes you by storm. And I love that people are just feeling good about it.
Yeah. Kevin, all right, you had the legendary Dallas Jenkins directing this film, obviously the man behind The Chosen. And I love to see, your universe with John and Andrew Irwin there, the legendary brothers, sort of crossing over with the Chosen universe there type of thing. So here's the question. Has there been a deal done? Because so far with The Chosen, we're all massive fans over here of The Chosen. I'm sure you are as well. But Dallas has directed every episode of that film. I think he's getting a little bit greedy. Can we organise John and Andrew to get in there and shake it up a little bit?
Hilarious.
Come on, we got to make this deal happen. You're a Hollywood mover and shaker.
Yeah. I'm guessing Dallas will never let go of an episode. I'm just gonna call it out.
Yeah, okay.
Call it like
he's not even trying.
He certainly has John and Andy's number, but I'm kind of guessing that will never happen.
Okay, I'll put my pitch suit on later on and see if I can do that there. Now you are the legendary. You're one of I call you a that guy actor because you watch a film and you go, oh look, it's that guy. Now, we never know. It's that guy. We don't know who you are. We recognise your face, and often you're in a suit in the background there, or giving a couple of lines. And
there's a line where it's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. It's really the 6 degrees of Kevin Downs. So that's really what the deal is. Everybody connected. It's that guy. I'm that guy. Wait a minute. Wait, that guy.
Well, you've been in now. I'm going to be, and I'm not expecting you to co-sign on this at all because you have a working career over there. But some of the films that there are Christian films that we love, and they're beautiful films and they're works of art. And then there are Christian films, let's be honest, that maybe you're watching them with a bit of a tongue in cheek, maybe a bit of a laugh, maybe you're having a fun time because you can see a little bit of cheese on the screen. You've been in two of my favourite recent editions of, I think, some of the cheesiest films I've ever seen, and that's the God's Not Dead series there, The God's Not Dead.
Absolutely. Proud of it. And and the reason is, here's one of the reasons is I love, obviously, the star God's Not Dead is David A.R. White, and him and he is my longest friend in the industry.
Wow.
Him and I started together when we were 21 years old.
Wow.
And started acting together when we were 21 years old. And the first Christian movie we did together, I was 23 years old. And so when you have friendships that go that long, and obviously we've been in a number of movies together, he's asked me to be a bigger role in one of those movies, but I don't have the time because I have a day job. And so if the time works, I said, I'll give you a day and tell me when it is. And if the schedules work, then I just want to hang out with my buddy. And that is literally the reason why I do. That is it.
Kevin, if you ever need, I know we're trying to bring you over here to Australia, but if you ever need someone just to carry your lunch on the set or be a personal assistant, I would do anything to be in the background of a God's Not Dead film. I'll play any character.
Wow.
I'll do anything there. These are the films, when I say I love them so much, people look at me sideways and go, hang on, what's going on here? But I think they are absolutely amazing. So hats off to you, sir, for being part of that amazing series as well.
Thanks so much. I really liked the last one. They did a Fathom release in the United States.
Yes.
But I told David, I said, you know what? I said the timing. Actually, first of all, I thought the script was better than any of them, and then the timing of it was really interesting. I don't know if they didn't really plan it around the U.S. election, but it just so happened it was just really very similar.
Spot on.
But when I watched the movie, I was like into it. I was like, this is actually a really good movie. And I love the cast that he got for it. This really good cast. And it's fascinating because they've had different directors throughout the whole series of movies. But this one was my favorite. This last one that they did was my favorite that they've done. So.
All right, now we got to wrap it up. You've run out of time, and we're supposed to be talking about the best Christmas pageant ever. So Kevin, we're going to let you give Australia right now the biggest plug. Tell them why they need to be seeing the movie. Go for it.
Well, okay, so you need to go see the best Christmas pageant ever, which is playing in your local cinema right now across Australia. And the reason why is because if you want to celebrate Christmas and not be a bah humbug, then you go see the best Christmas pageant ever. But if you don't want to celebrate Christmas and you want to be a bah humbug, then you don't go see it. That's as simple as that. But you won't be disappointed. The movie is awesome. Literally, these radio hosts will buy your ticket if you don't like it. So there you go.
Oh, throwing us under the bus.
There you go.
Kevin.
There you go. Oh, thank you.
Bless you heaps. Thanks for your time. Hey, welcome back anytime. We love your energy. We'd love to talk to you anytime, mate.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.